morning.
For some Z&B Live.
Yes, sir.
Are you? How about everybody in our live chat right now? Are you guys ready for some Z&B Live? Welcome in on this Wednesday. The heck's the date? The 6th? Is it the 6th?
Time doesn't matter. It's closer to Christmas. That's what matters.
It's merely a construct.
It's a flat circle, unlike the Earth.
It's a flat circle.
It's fine.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Mr. Bricks O'Brien. I would give you applause, but I had to completely reset my audio board yesterday, and so there are no sound effects. We're lucky we even had a theme song at all today, which I believe is a different theme song.
It is. I was like, wow, we're changing it up already. Episode 6.
Changing it up.
Okay.
Cool. Whatever. We're gonna experiment. Next week it'll be jazz.
Oh, I like the jazz.
Mark
I'm a jazz
my
fan.
words. We'll do jazz next week. Jazz music. I love it. But welcome in, everybody. Listen, we've got some. We do have some breaking news that we're going to have to get to relatively quickly here, chat.
Yes, we are.
Stand by for all of those shenanigans, because it is happening.
This is the part where the theme song plays, but I can't hear it. But it's there.
It's there. I mean, I can make you
okay.
hear it.
We're there. Okay. No, it's fine. No, it's breaking news.
Breaking news.
I shattered the illusion by saying breaking news while it was
happening. Right. Exactly.
Where's the trailer, Zach? We got a trailer for LEGO Fortnite has officially been unveiled. As we talked about last week, there were only tis but rumors of what this could possibly be, and now the grand unveiling has happened across all of social media just as we were going live here. Something that people looked forward to after the event happened this previous Saturday, which I did live broadcast and react to in real time. There was Fortnite, LEGO Fortnite, M&M, Rocket League, and more. So in addition to a new season of Fortnite kicking off, we have we had a small inkling of LEGO Fortnite, but now we have the full trailer here for us to enjoy. And we're gonna the people have audio, correct? We can watch this all at the same time.
I believe they should have audio. Yeah. So
okay, cool, awesome.
Actually, I'll set this up. This is how professional we are, by the way, chat.
That's okay. It's only episode 6
right now, so Mr. Bricks O'Brien should be able to hear it through.
Hey, thanks, man.
Our main source here, I believe.
Maybe by 2025 with season 3, we will be half put together.
Maybe a quarter.
We need sponsorship dollars to pay other people to do this.
Right. Where's our sponsor? Elgato.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen, hey. I put my tweet out there. I put my hat in the ring.
Did you?
All right?
Did you throw your hat out there? Okay. All right.
I did. So everybody go on Twitter, retweet and like, and give me all your engagement to feed into the machine. Okay, that's how it goes. Shaking your head.
Popularity contest. Here we go.
See, I knew it was going to be survival experience, not player versus player.
Okay, so through the...
Those aren't molded sheep. Happy and bright.
Yes. Nope, not anymore.
Never mind.
It's carrying the LEGO humor, though.
Yes, as it rightfully should.
Yeah.
So these are semi-familiar to Fortnite itself. Like they don't have function, but this stuff is kind of already in the game. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep, definitely a lot of Minecraft energy.
The little
first
brick building clicky sounds were very subtle, but they were there.
Yeah.
During all that. But not as prominent as what you see in other LEGO games. Oh. Not the banana. God, not the banana.
Excuse me, his name is Peely. You'll get to know these characters in time, Zach.
Wow. It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft. I mean, that's what it is.
Not quite. But well, yeah.
You're gonna have to explain the difference to me then.
Yeah.
A dang banana. I mean, come on, they're going into a dungeon. This is Minecraft.
Yeah. There's your
the Ender Dragon.
December 7th. That is tomorrow. We don't know a time.
Wow.
We don't know what time it's all going live, but Epic likes to do these sort of things live. So that's LEGO Fortnite, the trailer. So this kind of goes exactly with what I thought it would be. Zach, have you played any amount of Minecraft before? Do you have any thoughts on this trailer?
I have watched my son play Minecraft. I have watched the YouTube content that he has watched about Minecraft. And I'll tell you right now, my noob Minecraft brain looks at that and says, that is a Minecraft complete ripoff. Not in a bad way. I'm all for it. I love the fact that it's, I mean, come on, it's building. It's got Lego written all over it. Like, that's what Minecraft to me was always, before I kind of understood what Minecraft was always derpy Lego to me. Like, that's what it felt like. And this is just, to me, the next natural progression. I just find it interesting that they've developed a game very similar to using Lego, very similar to a property that Lego already has a relationship with in Minecraft. Not that this is going to bump Minecraft off the top or above the number one played game, but boy, Epic's doing a lot of stuff for Fortnite, trying to like basically make your ultimate hub of video game content. Like, come here and you can play every game under the sun, pretty much every experience you've wanted to play in a game we have for you in different game modes. And oh, by the way, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add Minecraft into this as well and not call it Minecraft.
So it's a little bit different as somebody who's played thousands of hours of Minecraft in his life. The ability to create something custom is obviously there with the structures and all that, but we don't know right now if there's going to be a creative free building mode, or if you're going to be able to actually physically mine out the terrain, which is what really makes Minecraft special for a lot of people. Is you can go to a certain location, mine things out, especially the underground, and like add in your custom house and change the way that you play, basically. And I don't know what sort of palette LEGO Fortnite is going to be working with, because if you, I mean, you're obviously familiar with Fortnite. For those that are not, basically Fortnite already works on a grid when you're building structures and stuff. So like if you pull out your building ability, you will automatically lock onto a grid where you can build stuff, ramps and towers to defend yourself against enemies. So will that sort of system carry over into LEGO Fortnite itself? And what level of freedom are they going to be giving the players? And this is the most important thing. Are people going to care? And people have been embedded in Fortnite for a very long time and have certain expectations with what the battle royale should be, to the point where they're even like, oh, you're moving sideways differently than you were last time. Forget this game, I'm out. And it really tanks the population. People are very, I don't want to say moody when it comes to how they feel about Fortnite, but it kind of is. And so when you're introducing not a new game mode, but a new game, are you taking away from the battle royale side of things? Are you trying to take away from the Minecraft side of things? And people have been playing Minecraft for well over 10 years and are deeply invested in that community. So you're trying to take that market share. What is it going to take to get Minecraft people to play Fortnite more? Is it the skins and the engine and the possibilities? Because Minecraft has a lot of possibilities and a whole infrastructure that is already in place. And Epic, even with the people they have working on this, would take several years to catch up to. And Lego, as we know, does a thing and they're like, and then they just kind of move on to the next thing. So it's all interesting for those reasons as a Minecraft competitor, which I'm not confident it actually is quite yet.
I don't know, man. They seem to be Epic in this partnership seem to be all in. The amount of skins and whatnot that have dropped, the creativity there with all this. I still stand by my point that what the hell are you doing, Lego? Where this stuff should be launched. You should have sets launching with this release, and I know that they never do that, but I'm just saying they should have. This is a misstep. They should have been releasing sets with this. I have seen on the internets people complaining with the newest update, basically the same stuff that you were talking about, like, well, it doesn't feel right. This is different. I don't like this. But what I haven't seen is anybody complaining about the leaks and idea of this Lego open world building, create a world with your friends kind of. People are getting excited about it. And it's pulling in the AFOLs that never even thought about this game are going, hold on, maybe it's time to check this game out a little bit, right? On top of which, you've got the audience that is playing, whether it be young kids, teenagers, or even some adults that play Fortnite and Minecraft, right? They're one of the most popular games out there. What is the League? There's another one. I can't think what the name is. But what do? They play their Fortnite for a little bit. They stop. All their buddies then migrate over to Minecraft. And they start working on their server, working on their world and whatever. Now they don't have to do that. Now they just stay in the same game. I don't know if it's really going to have that much of an effect on my, because we don't know yet. Like you said, we don't know exactly how much we're going customability we're going to get with this. But I can't imagine that they're creating such a massive game or game within a game without thinking through that and saying, yeah, we are going to, or it's in the plan or whatever. I think we're going to have some of that. I think Fortnite has already been kind of this, break stuff apart and use it for materials and things like that. That's already been in the game. So why wouldn't you start, breaking up rocks and breaking up dirt and tunneling a little bit and I wonder how much of that is going to be included out of the gate.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been interesting seeing how they're developing everything, and especially with the skins, for example. For those that don't quite know, they're having 1,200 of their original Fortnite characters be Lego-fied and usable in the game. Now, they only have a fraction of those available right now. They only have like 300 of the most iconic, and they're working their way through the Fortnite originals. So will you be able to play as Lego Batman? Probably not, because licensing is all different, blah, 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 blah. But all the characters that you buy that are originally from Fortnite, the way that I'm seeing it sold, yes, you will be able to play as them in your Lego Fortnite realm. Some of the skins are like half-baked intentionally, where they're like, hey, we're working on it, because they're basically making custom molds for vast majority of these figures here. And I completely disagree with there not being sets at launch being a misstep, because you're building up anticipation and justification for the product to exist. And I also think there's so many new elements to Lego Fortnite, like this monster climbing out of the pit there. That's an original character, and they don't have anything else to base it off of. So what better way to get people immediately on the pre-order and immediately in the store than to have it be a March 1st release, pack everybody in with Animal Crossing and Fortnite launching at the exact same time. And that's what Fortnite likes to do. They like to build that little bit of this. They're not like Lego where they're like, oh, we'll let it leak out 3 months ahead of time. That way on release day, nobody cares. They hold their cards close to the chest as much as possible and are going to make a big bang. So I'm not disappointed at all. It's going to happen. You're going to get your battle bus. You're going to get all your, monsters and figures and collectible minifigure series until the day you die. It's going to happen. And I would rather them have content that justifies the set to exist than Lego trying to sell us on stuff before we know what it is, like Dreams. Hey guys, we have this brand new IP. Buy it all, pre-order. Okay, well, the series isn't out yet, so why would I? So I'd rather have it this way.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Do you think any, they have tons of Lego games now, right? We have tons of, Lego already, Lego style games that all follow the same. They've got the same sounds. They've got the same movements. They've got the same co-op abilities and things like that. And this doesn't look like that's going to be that. Like, it doesn't look like the movement looks the same. The building, like the way that we saw in that trailer, it looked like the way they were building stuff looked a little bit different. And that's even different from, because I feel like that kind of got carried over even into the Lego movies, where the Lego movies had the same kind of building motions that the video games did. How much input did Lego get into the overall architecture of the game, do you think? Because it doesn't look like it's going to be the same. And will people that are used to that style kind of go, whoa, that doesn't feel right? Like the same people that are Fortnite fans that are complaining right now that the game doesn't feel the same as it did before. Like, what are those Lego fans going to say? I don't know, that doesn't feel right.
I think Lego game fans fall into two camps. They fall into, I will buy every single one of them and complete them either as, myself or with my younger one as a bonding activity, or just kind of on the side, just kind of completionist, get stuff done. Or you fall into my camp where you've played every single one of them and they all play exactly the same. None of it's different, and I'm kind of sick of it. So I haven't seen anything right now that speaks out to me as, yes, they are changing this and this will be different, and have that expectation. So I don't necessarily think so. I think people are used to a certain level of polish, obviously, with a Lego game, but I'm not entirely sold that I'm going to get a brand new, refreshing experience. If anything, this rings more closely to Lego Worlds that came out forever ago on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and all that. And I hated that game. That was bad because you drop into a small sandbox of a world that was incredibly buggy and clunky, and the earning system was way out of whack. And yeah, you could build anything, but the sheen of the builds when they're done in that lighting engine just didn't look right, and it wasn't satisfying. And it had, if anything, more flexibility than something like a studio to some kids who traditionally build in Minecraft, and it didn't gravitate. So it's going to be all about how builders feel building in that system, especially with the smaller Lego pieces. And something that Fortnite is going to struggle with in comparison to Minecraft. Every Minecraft is a block, right? When you're placing down a block, a piece of redstone for connectivity, a hopper, a chest, or whatever, it's one block, right? Where Lego bricks, a 2x4, takes up one certain amount of space. There's all these little different intricate things that can lock in to change the entire function of something. So is that system in a digital environment going to be too much for some people to handle and gets too overwhelming? Basically like a Technic set. Will a digital Technic set really bug people? And we're really going to see, once all of this starts to come to fruition and clicks together, it's not just to me one thing that needs to be solved for this to be a success. It's a bunch of different little things coming together like a Lego set to work effectively. So
I honestly, I don't know how they're doing this. Like, I don't know how that they are creating a game like this that you can, because there's something satisfying about the way things are built in Minecraft, where it's just, you just quickly, as you go. And with previous Lego games, it was, okay, here's a pile of bricks. Like, we're going to give it to you. You hold down a button and it, builds whatever you want to build. So now how do you go through an inventory, like you just said, and create, what is it going to be predetermined? Okay, you need to collect, like, you're going to make this particular structure. In order to make this particular structure, you've got to go farm so many 2x4s and so many 1x6s and all this. Like, you got to go farm those particular pieces and create that as an inventory. And once you do that, your model is now able to be built with basically the push of a button kind of thing. Because that just seems, like you said, there's so many little intricate details going on in a build that I don't know how you do that quickly or effectively in a digital environment.
More importantly, doing it in a satisfying way that keeps people playing. That's the trick.
Right.
It needs to feel right.
Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't make you pull your hair out because you can't get the piece placed in the right spot. I'm not a game designer, but I would think that maybe an inventory system where you had a blueprint, or you can unlock blueprints as you go along, and those blueprints, you need to collect a certain amount of materials in order to make those blueprints and things. But it's interesting that they've kept all this so quiet, even in the trailer. The trailer's a nice glorified cutscene. We're not explaining anything. We're just showing you the world in which you're going to be able to dabble and play, and that it's massive. It's a massive world. You can run off into the distance. You can grab whatever it was that they went flying off into the outskirts there, and it's going to be a massive world. And you and your friends can build this world up, or you can build this world up and invite friends to your server and everything. Like, it sounds incredible. It's just, how does the building work and all of that? And I'm shocked that this is releasing tomorrow and we don't know any of that.
And I plan, like, if I'm awake and whatever, to react all to it live, make a lot of videos out of it, upload it everywhere across the internet. So you want to follow along with me, you probably can. I don't know what time it's going to launch out, but Lego is something I've built since I was a kid, and Fortnite is, I've been around that ecosystem for years. So it kind of seems like a match made in heaven. We'll see if the people agree as I figure it out for myself in real time. So maybe if you're not building that tower, you can join me, Zach.
I'm always building the tower. I'm never not building the tower.
Only halfway, man. That's it.
Hey, that's better than I've got a base. I'm all about that base. About that
base.
You are. About that base. Ladies and gentlemen, Lego is bringing back the 2x insiders points once again to entice you for that last minute Christmas shopping season from December 8th through the 12th. What sets do you need to get out there and get it in the last few weeks of the Christmas holiday season? Maybe it's pre-orders that you could also use them on. Who knows? But Mr. Bricks O'Brien, are you taking advantage of the 2x insiders points once again from the 8th through the 12th?
I will maybe spend whatever I need to get that wintertime carriage that we talked about last week. So that's 150. So maybe something in that regard. But I don't know 100% for sure. I've been wanting to pick up The Office for quite some time. I'm an Office fan, so that'll get me most of the way there. And then, we'll see. But I definitely want that carriage. So otherwise, I'm saving for January 1st and beyond.
Yeah. And see, my silly took us, jumped the gun on the carriage and said, oh, well, I'm going to get the Alpine Lodge. I've been waiting to get the Alpine Lodge. I'm going to get the Alpine Lodge and get the carriage and all that stuff. Well, thanks a lot, Lego. Now I don't get my double insider points. They're so strategic, man. They just, they rope you in with the gift with purchase. And then they're like, I picture the head of Lego just back there like Ebenezer Scrooge with their stacks of coins, their gold coins, just laughing at us because now we feel the need to spend even more money. We got to spend the more money to get the double points, right? Like you can't let the double points just fly on by. You got to spend the money.
When you've been around long enough, you see these patterns and you're like, that's bait.
That's bait.
So
yeah, but like you don't know how long that carriage is going to survive. You don't know.
Cares?
That's
it's fine.
But you do care. Or else you wouldn't be going out and getting it. You do care. Oh, he's playing with you guys. He does care. But what you could do, as I mentioned earlier, you could in fact use that on some pre-orders. We've got a lot of 2024 sets that LEGO has dropped on us. I mean, a ton of sets that they just dropped. They had already dropped some 2024 sets on us, and now they dropped like an extra 150 on us this week or something ridiculous between Marvel, Star Wars, Speed Champions, Friends, City, Dreams. The list goes on and on and on. Brian, I know what I'm getting you for Valentine's Day. One of them that caught my eye were the roses, the new bouquet of roses. And I don't know how much you get into the botanical sets. I tend to find myself liking to collect them more so than I like to build them.
That's my botanical.
Just the piranha plant. Well, it would fit really well with it.
Yes, it would. No, not necessarily. I mean, this is for the people that aren't necessarily into Lego, but they see like, oh, it's flowers, cool, they won't die, and they'll get them. And if you get a whole bouquet of them, now at this point, with how many sets they've come out with, you get a nice assortment of them. And the roses, you get what, a dozen of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a full dozen. And if my math is correct, there are 4 separate styles in there. So it's going to be I think it's a times 3 on every single. So you're basically going to build the same flower 3 times and then do 4 of those on top of the little spritz of little white flowers and stuff like that are going to be included in there. Like I said, I think they look gorgeous. I think they look, amazing. I think they'll look great in a vase, but, I'll tell you this much. I, outside of the bonsai tree, I would think, my wife went into it and said, "Oh, I want to build the flowers like the other flower bouquet that they did." And she got about halfway through it, and she's like, "I hate this. I hate this so much."
Yep.
Because it was so repetitive and so boring. And you can look at it and appreciate the pieces they're using to create the effect. And I do. And I love that. And that's why I love the sets. I don't love the builds. So at what point in time how is there a way that they can make these freaking sets more enjoyable to put together? The bonsai tree to me was nice. It was small. It was just kind of a nice, quiet, build. It was neat how they did the tree or the trunk of it and everything like that. And again, I appreciated the use of the frogs and everything. But do people really enjoy building these things?
I haven't heard a single person actually enjoy building these, which is amazing. But yeah, the end product is worth it, and it's for definitely a certain type of person. So I've only built the sunflowers. I built them just for the sake of it there, and those were fine. They're all like little paddles that make out the yellow portion of the flower. I don't know how you necessarily make a Lego set more fun and enjoyable, really. Yeah. But would that necessarily sell them more if they had a more fun building experience? I don't think so. I think it's just having more interesting flowers and cacti and succulents and whatever. It's an infinite rabbit hole of foliage you can build. So I don't know. It's kind of whatever to me.
Right. Like I said, I love collecting them. I just can't bring myself to freaking put them together. So, but they are out there, and by gosh, I'm not only going to get my wife roses for Valentine's Day, but I'm also, going to get Mr. Bricks O'Brien some roses for me because he needs flowers. He needs beauty in his life, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Bricks O'Brien needs beauty in his life. I'll tell you one of the things outside of things like the Spidey bust and some of the Star Wars sets and whatnot that they announced, the things that really stood out to me, by God, were the 3-in-1 creator sets. Oh,
amazing. These things are
God.
Unbelievable, dude.
That creator set is somewhere on my screen. There it is. That creator series of sets is phenomenal. The giraffe to me is my standout. I can't get over this giraffe. This giraffe is incredible, and the alternate builds of the giraffe are actually really special. But you've got things like the roller skate, the astronaut, the camera. Like, there's so much going on with these sets. Brian, was there one that stood out to you at all?
I really like the camera that was unveiled. I mean, all of these have a different energy to them than I think a lot of the more traditional 3-in-1s we've seen in the past couple of years. Maybe it's the color palette, maybe it's the subject matter, but these just stand out other than it being robots and cars and the occasional house. You're having what even color is that ukulele? Like a mint ukulele? Like, who in that design
lovely.
meeting?
I love.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I love that ukulele.
It's great.
It.
And then the hamster hut up above is in a similar vein to the birdhouse, which I was on my recommended list last week or the week before. So it's the same sort of energy. So
I love the hamster wheel. I love it.
They're great. This 3-in-1 wave is really cool, and the value on them, like we've said before, is great. So I'm all about it. Will I be picking up any? I don't know, but they're very nice.
They're going to be on a wish list of sorts for me. They're not something that I go out and get day one or anything. Although that giraffe, I'll tell you what would do it for me. If I found out the giraffe had a pink flower on its rear end, I'm buying it day one. But they have yet to advertise if there is a pink flower associated with the giraffe. So if I find that out, it's game on, baby. It's game on. I won't be able to contain myself.
The camera is really nice with the film. Yes, I know what that is, by the way. It's film. I know. Okay.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I am.
Have you ever held a Canon camera like that in your hand?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. And
the reason why every person in this core audience of people is going to buy this is for that alternate build of the DSLR that you're going to put next to your actual camera as you're doing videos and live streaming.
Fair enough.
It's pretty good.
Is it a DSLR or is it a handy
It looks
cam?
like it. It's got the flip out screen.
That's a handy cam, right?
No, I mean, it looks maybe a little more handy cam, but even then,
I think it's a handy cam, which I still think is adorable. Don't get me wrong. I think the handy cam is I love the camera. I think the camera is really, really nice. All of the different, like, we had the little VIP camera thing that came out a while back. Like, any camera I can get my hands on, I want, and I would love to see them built and kind of all set up, kind of next to each other and everything like that. So yeah, the camera, if that is a handy cam of sorts, that might be one where I get two sets and do the handy cam and the actual old film Canon style camera. The prices are okay. They're not spectacular, but you do get potentially three experiences out of buying one singular set. So you get to tear it down and build it again, and tear it down and then build it again. And that's something to be said about these 3-in-1s. So, don't overlook these by any means, but they're, I think, smaller than what we think they are.
Yeah, that might be the case, but these are always really solid builds and something a lot of people look forward to. So I'm not necessarily perturbed, even if it's a little bit of a smaller physical item you're getting. The value of building 3 separate models is definitely a selling point, especially for kids during the holidays, which this will not be releasing for because it's January 1st. But, especially if you're a one-off fan of something like space, there's a space thing for you, but it doesn't need to be, a Lego Ideas $500, whatever.
Sure.
You get your little fix there. You get something for any age and any demographic with 3-in-1. So it's very dynamic and in that way.
This space astronaut one, this would be the other one I think I would get 2 of, because I want to build the space dog.
Yeah,
like the astronaut is the main build, and I think that's the better build out of the whole thing. I think his legs are a little thin, like he doesn't look good in the waist down to the leg. I feel like everything, maybe the arms are a little thin too. I think they did a good job with like the torso and the the nice big head, whatever. But really that space dog is, please God, yes. I need more space dogs in my life. More space dogs. But there's just, there's honestly, there's only a couple of them that I look at and I go, nah, right. There's all these are spectacular. I know people in my life that this ukulele is fantastic for them, but they would, even though this is the better build, they would enjoy the smaller dolphin build, diorama looking kind of thing, right?
Even the surfboard is very cool.
The surfboard's really cool. They're just beachy people, and like that's what they would gravitate towards. Not necessarily the ukulele part of it, but the other ones. Even though they're smaller, they don't utilize all the pieces, But that would be a nice situation for them. I think it would be cool if they could ever make one of these where you have the main build, but you could build, instead of the main build, you could build both of the alternate builds together. Where you didn't.
I think that limits you a little bit too much with what you can do, and it also de-incentivizes Lego being like, yo, buy 2 of them.
Trust me, I get the idea of it, but yeah, it would just, that's my own, I want more. Give me more Lego, please. The peacock is pretty. I don't think I would want to build this one.
Yeah, it's just that roller skate is really cool with the pink tires. That's very adorable, and the laces too. The way that they do the technique there with the
Technic laces are dope.
Yeah, I don't know what. There's a word for like the plastic tips at the end of them there, but the way that technique is pulled off is very nice. This is a very, if you put that, 10 feet back, you could play Lego or real item thing with it.
100%.
Is it cake? But with Lego.
100%. And this is one of those ones I want 3 sets because I want both of those alternate builds, because I think
it's very 80s.
It works well together as a combination. The boombox with the skateboard, with the roller skate, all set up on a display together, the 3 of them together. That's the setup for that. The skate by itself, it's small. Will it really stand on its own? Probably not, but in my opinion. But if you had all 3 of those as a nice, fun little display, I think that would be really really cool. So that's one that you get all my money, Lego, on that one. The the watering can I could care less about. But my God, this freaking giraffe. This giraffe is crazy. The alternate builds are spectacular with the lion and the antelope. Like, so good.
My favorite part of this show is seeing Zach's eyes light up with all the things he wants on his wish list, and then I think about how much money I'm going to save by not getting all of these sets over time.
Explain to me what it's like to be so jaded, because I can't not look at most of the Lego stuff still yet, and I still get jacked. I still get excited about what it is they're putting out, and
I get excited, and like the techniques and what they've been able to do with molds are very, very cool. And you know, I don't feel like I've seen it. I definitely have not seen it all, but you know, I've just prioritized what I like, and I've bought a lot of that stuff before. Like with the giraffe is very cool, but I don't have like an emotional connection to a giraffe, or you know, one hasn't walked up to my hotel room at Wilderness Lodge and ate out of my hand. Maybe if that were the case, I'd be like, oh, I need that because
you've got to feed a giraffe once in your life just so you can get tongued by one of them. You heard
those minifigures are looking really nice.
I said what I said. Listen, the other thing we got to get excited for 2024 are the new CMF line coming out. They are. Everybody is talking about this freaking goat, Brian.
Who cares?
Everybody's talking about the goat. The freaking goat. You obviously, from what you just said, you don't care about the goat.
Well, because we have, okay, here's where, as we get into the discussion about the figures, I understand the desire to have the entire lineup of pigs, sheep, goat, giraffe, elephant, seal. We should have more animals in Lego City more readily available at any given time, right? That's just a desire because kids like dinosaurs and animals and the custom molded ones that move around and whatever. So I get that. And the goat has been the one for so long that hasn't been around. And now we finally get it back around. And it's very cool from an accessibility standpoint. From the allure of what a Lego goat is and how it was built up into the minds of the greater Lego community over the years, don't care at all. Not even a little bit.
Why? I've never understood. I've never understood the goat thing. I never have. And it's
just because it was only available in one Lego set or two Lego sets. I think it was just one, where it was I think a limited release and then taken off shelves because the theme was not selling well, and then that was it, and it was just gone.
Okay, so is this the exact same goat mold as that?
I don't believe so. Let me take a look.
Because that's been my question. It's like there was this whole big allure with the goat. Did Lego just kill that original goat market that people have been spending ridiculous amounts of money on trying to acquire one of these stupid goats?
It's only available in one set. It is a different goat in that the printing on the torso is a dark nougat, where this one doesn't have any printing. But by and large, by my casual eye here, it looks identical mold-wise.
So it's the printing. So there's still a viable market for all of the goaters out there.
If you care enough to spend an exorbitant amount of money on a piece of plastic with 4 extra spots on it for the sake of having a Lego goat to claim your elitism in the goat industry, by golly, you spend all that money. Who needs to drop more money in the 401k when you can do that? So go ahead. I will buy my $5 minifigure at the Lego store and call it a day.
You know, there's going to be people out there that are making a big deal about that.
And you know, good for them.
Good for well, listen, you know, I know you've got minifigs in your collection right now in a box. in a box. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. That is worth some coin, and there's something about that makes it. There's something about whatever's in that box that makes it unique and desirable and makes it worth the
those
money.
Are cool. Are goats cool, Zach? Do we really think goats are cool? I don't think
so, but that doesn't mean that there's still not a market or a value for it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand.
Who? You tell me one person. Well, there's probably one person. Name me a dozen people that wake up in the morning and they think, man, I love Lego goats. Not for the affinity of the rarity of the item, but because they like the Lego goat. How many of those people exist?
None. It's about the rarity of the item.
This is what I mean. Get over it.
But that's what makes that's what we have turned. I feel like that we have turned Lego into this monster of it's this collectible monster where people are going to try to charge ridiculous amounts to acquire things, a toy that you can no longer get your hands on. It bothers me. I don't know why. I know I'm in the minority on this. It just bothers me that that Lego has this problem. I think it's not even a problem. It's just that Lego has this.
I don't think it's a problem. And it is not the people. It's not Lego decreeing that the goats are rare. It is us as a collective being like, yep, this was only released in one set. There were 2 of them per set, limited release, 12 years ago. And this is therefore rare. Now, stuff like what I have, which could be the Lego Store employee figure, which was only handed out for employees that are new, whatever. The Toy Fair, Captain America, and Iron Man, which are that is a limited release item. This is an exclusive thing. Yes, these are rare. These are more valuable, whatever. But something that was just a part of a common set, whereas we can very clearly see, and I've always known for years, all it takes is Lego to flick a switch, hypothetically speaking, to fire up the mold again, to make a goat, and make it easily accessible for $5. So if you're spending all this kind of money to get a goat for the sake of the allure of it, just make sure you don't feel like a dummy when they come out with a goat and a $5 Lego set that thousands of people are going to get easily accessible.
Do you think that this is even on? Do you think this is even on the radar of the Lego hierarchy, that they are monitoring the secondary market and seeing?
Well, they definitely are, because they own Bricklink.
True. That's true.
So maybe they're looking at what's trending and making a decision 2-3 years down the line. They're looking at, more structured Google Trends and whatever else is going on. What could deeply resonate with our audience? And there have been people who are in the ambassador network that have gone to Denmark and been like, where are the goats? Where are the goats? Jokingly. So there are people at Lego that know, who can probably put that into action quicker than we can. So I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of business, like the business of it. But if there's an opportunity to do a shepherd in Series 25, we can put a goat in there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just, it hits me when I start thinking about sets that are so-called retired. And as soon as they hit that retired mark, man, the secondary market, they just explode. Or, there's what is it? Because you mentioned it, like something that is not a limited run, like what you were talking about with your Captain America, but like stuff that came in a common set. You had the from Lego Movie 2, Apocalypseburg, right? You have the Harley Quinn out there. That's an expensive minifig. That's a $500 minifig, and it's like,
dude, I don't know why.
That was a common set, like, and it's just, it's that stuff that gets me. I hate that they put that kind of because it's twofold, right? It's one, if I did own it, I don't want to be worried about the fact that I have that kind of asset available to me that's somewhere in my home that a dog could accidentally chew up, or a kid could break, or what, like it, or I could get lost, or like I hate like that idea of of that. But then on the flip side, if I was trying to acquire that, mainly because I just liked that particular set or that particular minifig, or for me it's Voltron. I really want a Voltron set. I loved the cartoon. I loved the show. I grew up with the show, and I missed out on the set. But to acquire that now is stupid, and it's not worth it. And it bums me out that we live in that world where people are just putting such a ridiculous value on something because it's now so-called retired, and it's just sitting in a box somewhere on a shelf that somebody's going to sit there and dig in and say, no, by God, I'm not getting rid of this until I sell it for $1,000. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Because they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate the set. No. They're just in it for the money at that point, and that bums me out.
And there obviously is a whole business infrastructure to reselling Lego, people finding deals and warehousing and whatever. Pot calling the kettle black. I actually have Apocalypseburg sealed in my grandparents' basement that a mice could very easily chew through, which hopefully they haven't. And I have that just sitting there. So by comparison, I don't want it, but I want to use that to fund something else eventually. I don't know when, but I have it. Does the fact that a Harley Quinn minifigure in there is worth at least $500 and I have the whole thing sealed? Yeah. A lot of Lego Mario I can buy on clearance for 30% off. So
you're part of the problem.
Inadvertently, yes. Yeah.
You know what though? To me, what I am afraid could end up becoming a big problem with this particular run of CMFs is outside of the Marvel ones, which we already saw ridiculous things happen, is this stupid goat and the need to probably acquire it. We've already seen what dumb, stupid, ridiculous people are doing to these boxes to try to figure out what's inside of them. What are stores going to do here? Are they putting everything behind a counter? Are they putting them behind glass? Because I just feel like they have to be aware, considering what happened with the Marvel CMFs, that this is going to probably be even worse.
I don't think the casual store people have any inkling that this is going to be any worse, because and I think in the grand scheme of life, the kids and adults walking in, not Lego fans, general people, are going to look at that goat and be like, all right, whatever. It's just a shepherd. It is not anything special. And I do not believe that there's enough bad apples in the Lego community to justify a larger problem with people taking specifically the goat from a minifigure pack. So I actually don't think I think it's a, as they say in the industry, a non-issue. I think it's just an issue in general of people taking the figures out of the set because they feel like stealing something, in which case they are already behind glass or behind a countertop or whatever. So I don't think there's any special precaution here. Like even if the goat were more popular, and Marvel, anything is way more popular than a Lego goat ever has or will be. So I think that's the worst of it we're going to see for a little bit until the next IP, which very well could be Fortnite. And then you're going to have a big problem, especially if there are skins you can get from the minifigure case into the game. Game over, dude. There are going to be... I wouldn't be surprised if like 30% of them you see on a shelf are stolen because kids and grown adults don't want to pay for a Lego thing. They just want that little code on the inside and they trash the figure.
True. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think you're overlooking the power of the damn goat, because what has happened is we've seen what the goat has, the original goat mold, what it was going for here on the secondary market and how much it's sought after. I know you're waving it off, but hear me out. This is only going to be around for 1 year.
Okay.
So now you have that exclusivity kind of thing. You have that limited run kind of feeling back out there. And just like normal, people that kind of watched those trends are going, oh, that's it. That's the next thing I got to collect, because 5 years from now, nobody's going to have a goat. And so I feel I'm worried that you are going to have the particular collectors that are running into stores and just ripping open every single box trying to find the go. I want to line all those people up and smack them across the face, because you don't do that with normal products. Like, you don't open up other products and take what you want out of them. That's stealing. Like, that's stealing. That's what it is. And it's not like Lego, and I know people are like, oh my God, I spent years of teaching my fingers how to feel a bag, and now can't do that.
Are you proud? I'm not proud that I'm like, oh, I know how to feel for a particular piece.
That's what I'm saying. But there are people out there that have been complaining about the boxes.
Good for them.
Because of that. And no, not good for them. Bad for them. How dare you? How dare you complain about this new packaging format? Because it's stupid. It's stupid. It's a blind bag. It's a blind box. It's meant to be a surprise. That's what it's meant to be. It's not the first, and it won't be the last type of blind box or blind bag experience toy that you can go out and buy from other brands. It's not.
Exactly. Lego is actually behind the 8 ball by comparison of literally everywhere else. Am I saying it's great? No. But just like with microtransactions in video games, Lego games have never had it. 2K did it with Lego 2K Drive, and now we're going to see that in the form of Lego Fortnite with the skins and stuff. Like, people are going to be more incentivized to buy a Lego set if it has a exclusive skin in it, or they're going to buy the Fortnite skin to have the Lego version, and vice versa. So Lego has always been behind on these sort of things, and the boxes didn't surprise me when they came out, even just from a business perspective, not the whole eco everything, because I think honestly more of an issue is that vast majority of the boxes still have plastic packaging on the inside rather than paper. Not so much the minifigures here being an issue, but I digress.
Right. So, well, real quick, any of them stand out to you that you're like all about, that you want to get your hands on?
I mean, I'm a professional gamer. I feel like I need that keyboard because I'm looking at it right now with that gamer minifigure. But other than that,
maybe the Noir Detective for me. I honestly, none of these stand out to me as like, oh my God, I gotta have it. Other than the goat.
Yeah,
but
I love that we spent like approximately 15 seconds talking about the context of the figures.
Yeah, we'll have more time for that.
The show's going to 3 days a week, everybody.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
Hey, thanks.
There's too much to talk about. There's too much.
Literally.
There's too much freaking content. I mean, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from us. I honestly, I looked at those figs. I like what they did with them. I don't love. They didn't stand out to me like Series 24 did, and the thing that's front and center, and they put it on the packaging front and center, is a stupid goat, and that's it for me. And like I like some of the stuff that they did with it to make things unique and inclusive, and I like what they did with it, but it's not none of those are like going, oh my God, I have to have this.
See, we're not diehard Lego fans because the Bat Knight that's in there is like a homage to a classic blah 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 blah, and we totally glossed over it. That's how professional we are, everybody. That's how much time we don't have to talk about that stuff this week.
Hey, Lego Fortnite, big news. We had to spend time on it. That's just the way it is. We'll have more time because we're live every single week, every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time here on the YouTubes. Mr. Bricks O'Brien, where can the kids find you at all over the internets?
You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, Roku, Kidoodle TV. You type in Bricks O'Brien or Brian Saviano, you'll find my work everywhere across the internet. I look forward to getting into a little bit of Fortnite, Lego Fortnite specifically, when it launches tomorrow, December 7th, and hopefully covering more of it in the coming weeks, along with building the Avengers Tower live and from my new place as we kick off 2024 and deeper into the holiday season here. So very exciting stuff.
I was just going to ask you if the next time we see you, were you going to be in your new digs?
I will be on location there, but the grand reveal will not be ready.
Gotcha. The grand reveal. There we go. You can find me anywhere and everywhere that socials exist at ZachMRutledge. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for being with us today. Don't forget, we are back here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time on the YouTubes. Until next time, everybody, I'm Zach. That's Brian. Z&B
Brian.
Live. Out.
Bye.